Abusuafo yeda mo nyina ase sem wada so tie SOMPA 106.5 numbeba pay mu no ye the hot bite news beto amoso no kai say djubadie do for God and country. And of course, yetrase say ye dwen your mind Ghana ho ne kwan a Ghana befa na ntoma pa afra eno ane ye dwen ho wa ha kai say show we live on Facebook. Ebusua say oko Facebook say ofa phone na aha na wahwehwe SOMPA 106.5 FM in Accra and the batch of our phone no say na call SOMPA 106.5 FM in Accra on Facebook. Ebusua oko ho a na wahwehwe na wabo live no so na wo de yenko page directly na uko den na also bomoding pa na what be share your videos no ema yen Facebook dwumade ye koso nyina no kai say it's also live on YouTube and also SOMPA 106.5 FM live. So wherever you are under the sound of this great voice, I want to say that you are most welcome to today's edition of the show. And of course, I've told you Tuesday 24th day in the month of February 2026. So gradually we're inching to the close of this particular month, the month of February, and to welcome the Ghana month into our fold. What can you say to yourself that makes you a Ghanaian? To me, it is a kind of soup I enjoy that makes me a Ghanaian. Kwaya media me no san kwan no ene ma me Ghanani na me bisa won say wa wo tie no so then pa na wo betimi identify ho say wo ye Ghanani me ba cho ye won tare hyemu ana wo mpabo hyemu ana wo ne ye bi a wo ye a e kire say wo ye Ghanani ana mpo no ye waduane a wo di ana na me aduane a me pepa no ye friend fufuo ho wanya fufuo pa no wanya chinkanse nkwan a chinkanse nkwan a na chese hey woda wedu man kan fufu a eposimu pa ewia ketekete pa na wanya aya chinkanse kwan na wodi amanwa eno no enye easy. So Ghana month, in the month of March, remember say me aduane a metedina no pa bia no aya fufuo ene chinkanse kwan chinkanse bono for de omaka na nkruma nwanware na me bisa say Ghana aduane ben pa na ye de pa Ghana aduane ben ene ye de pa media madiga ka kire say aye fufuo ene chinkanse kwan na eno no ye friend nkruma nwanware uko aye bronga hafo hodomo a omo friend nkruma nwanware kwan ube feel brutal. That makes me a Ghanaian. And of course, saminya akpla susu to be the big called brutal. Akpla de boko, play bobitadi. Oh, yakwe mala. What are you high? But also Ghana month. Remember to wear Ghana, eat Ghana. Now, MGDP say if you celebrate Ghana, Ghana would also celebrate you in return. So I've told you, for God and country, it's on. And of course, we have issues to deal this afternoon with. And of course, the issues we are going to be talking about, one happens to be your ports are Ghana. I'm talking about our harbors. Ukraine mafi amanone ediba mamuha. Uyi niema harbor na. Ye bisa say ekwan ben so na obefa so obeyi uniema. What are the processes involved? Yes, bisa say processes na obefemu no anya bia no other people la womutimi swerve process no etimi pesika de guom kotokuma na. Again, we are also asking the navy and say so what do we need to report what akwa you dem a ye wo goro boys e wo ho ada womo no send ye from because minim say what do we need to a passport officer womo no ye from goro boys so what do we need to a aboso kan ye from affairs ti me bisa say e wo ye port no so no womo wo ho a womo ye connection e ma manfo yi omo niam na womo so din be ne ye de from and awie ye ne opanyim pa bi a ono say can importers and exporters association a wono ene ye opanyin a woda omano me ne kasa yi watrase me ne be disankomo na awie. But the other issues say Ghana ha say wo yare de wan hwe ye unya emergency na ye de uko hospital a the doctor for no be catch you and say mpa ni ho. Ghana ha ye hospitals no ye bisa say hospitals nankasa yesi ye no empa dodo sen na wo sa hospitals no nyina efa. And as we speak now no empa dodo sen na hospitals no ewo ye de ka ewo yempa ye de sisi ya hospitals a ye de hwa yarefo ana opese hu ka eye Ghana di when it comes to hospital beddings. Remember, you keep it fixed right here. You better hu komo e de akere wo na wie live here our SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. Medical catch us a show no it's live on Facebook. But more than Facebook na share my yang. And again, other stories are and also what you be boy remu issues of national concerns are air cost wo Ghana ha. Now before I make call issues so my main care yourself for God and country. You when you make bear me and say what my so asene a for God and country no bro. My main kwa na Patrick Akwaba. Patrick let say
Prof nyame adom
bibia bokode
e nanso adom yen ahoden mu ene enyunya mu nti ye de nyame ase se nanso de adom yen nti ye da na ase
ye de nyame ase na ye dabnada 24th yeah and you how many days February 29 and
24 days aka 4 days 28
28 oh okay
29 in the ba in
leap year na leap year ni den
leap year
yeah na me face 30 days after April, June, and November. All the rest are 30, except February alone, which has 29
days. Which has 28 days.
20.
But in 29 in each leap year.
What's a macho? I don't know it. That also your marrying. Me more, now me dey be go kindergarten no sache. Now we kindergarten.
We are the first in that.
That me trap na chibela.
Oh, me madam bela. Okay, Sakabi
30 days half September, April, June.
Was it 20 days then?
30 days. But
was Sakabi? Was it 30 days then?
30 days.
Don't come. I will go with, please. Mommy trap in Chibela, mommy. Mommy trap. I will go with. Allow me. Mommy trap in Chibela, mommy. Maybe I Patrick it.
30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31, except February alone, which has 28 days. But in 29 in each leap year.
Oh boy!
I will go 29 days. I say 30 days.
Has September.
Okay. April, June, and November. All the rest has 30 days, except February, which has 28 days. Yes.
Oh, no. You didn't get it.
Oh, I got it.
No, you didn't get it.
I said all the rest has 31 days.
No, you said 30 days. All the rest are 30 days.
Okay, all the rest has 31 days, except February, which has 28 days and 29 days in each leap year.
That's right. Prof, you're my team for your phone. Program can see,
yeah.
My 30 days as September, and you can team for say you make a saving and a boy a home buying, and answer on boy a children. Nedi kaya 21st clinic. Say you 21st clinic, your sciatica originator,
right?
Your sciatica pay setters, your sciatica commandant, your sciatica researcher. Sa sciatica ya enam wusisi echi ho efa wonem wo do ko 21st intina enam wusisi echi ho ta no efa wusire mu akofa wonem no ya sa intin no ene kofa sa yare ne ba hwe ho tochima na ekromu ha anaso mamu ha hospital agidin a etimi sa yare ne pa problems how problem be ko 21st century
21st clinic 21st century skills here. But on a more serious note, say, Ukoi Facebook was about 21st clinic.
That's right.
Yeah, they are to the sciatica aspect. One sciatic nerve, no. And on free untumpomo, ebabe pie nase. One who says, oh, so believe action. And the match was I had bia. Me pacho bia wo so do weni kire no. Aye 21st clinic.
Patrick work pa anya yira kwan kra. Tamaso over behind the Roman Catholic Church. Kaswa New Market Obom Road. Kumasi Ehwem overseas. Omni SOMPA FM building and the same building. Sunyane omo opposite Regional Hospital First Gate. Techima OGN Bank building. And Kranza near Children's Park. Takwas omo opposite Roman stores. Takra di Efiokuma number 9 taxi station. And after Subrekum Guaso any Obuase. Omo ho. Na number we now bet me after 21st clinic.
Okay.
0543 311 311 number na PROF. FK for your tram when your lotto numbers. Where your 21st clinic for number 0540 311 311.
Okay.
And 0249.
All right.
311 311. And the 21st sciatica originator. I don't know.
Okay.
Na asemde bia bekrum prof.
Asemde
country tie for sem. Say si anu ha ho nkoto aburo enko febro ni nsuom enko di 3 days asa na ade akọ nikanika akoyam. Say si ankophobia esa adwuma ni nyina.
Sa
aye simple.
Denga.
Just bread and pastries. Omo de aba say si adom ye dokono.
Some no we dokono no 3 cities there.
The boy for rough. 3 cities. Ubetimi akotu akoton. Na enka ba ye ka ye ka kire omo kotu koton se. Omo fa nye 5 cities.
There Oh, they be na say omo mutu ton so my business.
Faje 4.
Faje 4. Eh ba omo fa nje 3, omo fa nje 3 5 da. Omo fa nje 5 da. Omo de be 7. Once a Ghana dwade for mo pemfa so bum ba.
Pemfa so bum. O hwa Ghana dwade for na mfa so bum. Kwaba na wadware wie na wadidi wie no so koda no wabobi. And the 21st century
21st clinic
2074. Oma in a simple crime. It's a siade. Say 2074. Na buama yariem emojemu ya.
One say 20. Adebako amehu 2074. Ebusuafo mo kwa Facebook wala. Wa wakoma ebo pare.
That's right.
Ana wanya moja bruso. Ana weni hu ade papa hepatitis. Je say be me bi ojunso anu ochem. Ana obi o kasa ho a. Je say
pampan
bi diechiri. Ede bacho na kope 2074 ebeka wasama ma.
So we all sane menstrual pain.
Yeah, gaka ma wo bu. Aso oba bi amenitua na ofia.
We dey odi asembeba.
Na me asembe na maka. Me say oba bi amenitua na ofia my money.
So we pe 2074 ne do atu a. Number nie 0246 073 498 and answer 0501 628 931. Meti subiem.
Yeah.
0246 073 498 and answer 0501 628 931. 2074.
All right, I mean that was it. But there are some stories we would have to walk you through this afternoon live here. SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. So, but Patrick, okay, sir. Abrante Bia. What do we need a gold border? Your friend is Sami Jenfi.
Sami Jenfi.
What is a nase? A yakronphobi. Aqua di a year nase. Nyambrama, what one and animal ones here. Oh, ama a year poison penny for. Actually, yes, I crom for no. My uncle tie IGP on the said issues. Now, before that, you know, let's see. I want the IGP kind of Yankonkuti is here.
For this afternoon's press briefing, as I've always assured the good people of Ghana, as a result, no matter how far they run or how much they hide, we will continue to pursue them to dismantle their activities and bring them to justice. On the 10th of February 2026, I received the unfortunate news of a robbery incident that occurred at Ohim Tigo Junction, where one person was shot and his Toyota Hilux vehicle snatched from him. We soon, for this afternoon, learned of the identity of the victim, Mr. Andrews Amakwa, who sadly passed on at the hospital where he had been sent for medical attention. happy to announce that we have arrested 4 suspects, including 3 members of the gang that was responsible for the attack. A 4th suspect, believed to be the gang leader, died from gunshot wounds sustained during the operation. As we always do when such cases reported, I immediately constituted a team comprising the Ashanti Regional Commander, the Regional Intelligence Team, the Anti-Robbery Unit, and the Cyber Vetting Team of the CID headquarters to immediately commence investigation. Upon following several leads during the course of our investigation, we had our first breakthrough on the 18th February 2026 with the arrest of suspect Akwesi Menu, who was found in possession of a mobile phone belonging to the deceased. Suspect Akwesi Menu was subsequently put before the Asokwa Circuit Court 2 on 20th February 2026 on the charge of possession of stolen property and remanded into police custody to reappear on the 5th March 2026. Further investigation and covert intelligence operations led to the arrest of a second suspect, Bashiru Tanko, from his hideout at Atonso High School Junction in Kumasi on the 19th February. Following the arrest of Tanko, we intensified efforts across several locations, and after days of sustained operations, 2 additional suspects, Kwajo Amposan and Emmanuel Kwame Apia, were arrested on 21st and 22nd February 2026 at Hireso near Boakra and Danyame Soldier Barracks, Kumasi respectively. Suspect Eric Antwi Duku, who sustained gunshot wounds during the operation, has passed on. Our investigation further established that this criminal syndicate, led by deceased suspect Eric Antwi Duku, specialized in the snatching of pickup and Land Cruiser vehicles, particularly black and ash color ones, which they sold to a contact at Paga.
All right, in terms of IGP and Amotes, or Casa, watch the Quan, Mufaswa, Muchere, one more at cars, Kumasi, especially leading to the death of Papa Bia. Information I don't know bonten is Sami Jemfi, CEO of Gold Board, ne papa. But father-in-law, Nasi. But my uncle, Facebook was here, display. Videos be any pictures be and the modern was here na kwa hwede ye kire ewo ho tama wo mo kire mo a wo mo de mo ba no mo man ko ne nkuti.
Please don't take the faces of the suspect. You can take them from the back and then you come back. Yes, the back. So
and to go Facebook was here wo pictures and videos. Friends
from the media. We welcome you this afternoon to the MA and Hassan conference room where
and no so and the but there was a place, there was one point in time abusuya na kasa akronfo no awiawia no na wo number plates no na ade a wo display cars no number plates no timbacho obetimi akwa Facebook was here SOMPA 106.5 in Accra ukwa obeji bre na wo cars no number plates wabra na IGP mo inspection of those number plates. The cars are much number plates no and egua posi penyin Bamo number plates. Hey, she say akronfo de ja. But on Facebook what I call this here. I did an order. Oh, normal plates, you know. Wow, hey. Any cars in it? Roadworthy.
Yes.
Wow.
Room.
Hey. Pato, so one.
Prof. Assembly question be en na meeting.
Question benga.
Mama friend to Jana mi musa.
Ah, bisa.
The question is number plate in the booklet, DVL booklet. And him for the mahom.
Ah. Debut. I am. What?
Sir, yes, you are mojekana. No more changing. Number plate. Number plate no. And him for no muchano. Booklet no. And him for no munyano.
But Patrick, what say? I don't think so. These are the fake ones. Cars no mu we no. Number plates no. Eno mo tutu.
No more to two.
Eno
Okay.
Number cars no mu we ina.
Okay.
Number plates no. So womo kwachi womo in their hideout. Womo number plates bebre ho. So mo wia o car na number plates no mo tu. No mo dey see. And the number plates are
almost two number plates now.
And the number plates are almost tutu nyina no. E don't na post for na ko ho a womo dey ba ha.
Na
Until wa tie yen sisi no. Say number plate u ka bia yira na hu say number plate no ha de na san krofo ko no na wia number wia o car no.
Na number plate no mutu om de foforo bo ho ana.
Na akronfo na wo akronfo so na wo ba me.
And na the two aso is second question is cars na yo om wiawia no. Om de kwen.
Na wa se na okay.
Jamu the free country nim e de ko ba bi foforo.
Ebi okra we are told say even crime magazines be amu de kudu anu mo tutu cars no into spare parts.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Anything can happen.
That's what they do. That's what they do. In fact, Ghana, edu baby, say I don't know. I mean, what can you say about these IGPs? You know, cracking down on criminals because this time around, no, I said every day, biano, chire akronfo.
Mamincha atifo na hefo. IGP tama with say o mampin sa man contract no na me kura na me bufu say na yo mampin na ka say so be due for retirement onko na na
onko
but me who say o mampin hu bibi wono de ye hu no
sure
and IGP we onye girigiri that's one we're very soft spoken, very calm. Oma the men no the morale to work. Sebi, papa na ye DSP alas and I friend saying only the IGP intelligence no. Who say omuko Northern region.
Yeah.
Ono anu krom you. Oko jetu ko chichi bebi I say ade. So we be ira krampa nim say ewa ha. But that area you won't team go.
Me video say
they went there to arrest to extend that ohene ba ko ka say akwana baba ha no ofa ya na and then issues but the police didn't say that it is because there's criminals there and they went there. Not other oba ashaman ina ya chichi obi
akronfo de wa chichi o mu nyina.
If you see them you will not know that they are police.
Intelligence
unit no. Bidimu bo earrings, bidimu bo tattoo, bidimu bo beard. So no address say omo hwehwe information na. If you don't take time self, we a criminal grandpa. Obakwa kwa shinu pe. Ono obeda. But no on information na one. Oko America that it is. That's what CIA
that's what they do.
Proper investigation. So this guy has built a very strong team. Now, on this issue, say when they were trying to track her, one can say, almost use cyber, almost use anti-robbery, almost about 4 or 5 units together. To do this job. Not only that, okay, I say a week, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, you say a police neighbor could be our Mikrum Zebla.
Yeah, me too.
We never.
Yeah. So how much?
I cannot. Yes, I know. A son or John Takwa. Or do I know Mikramia Moafa Bakune Baba Kuka? I know God to say me. Say it, Yana, we Papa Vano. About Uncle in Chile, me or Codisam or Babaka. Because you crew New for her.
Aye.
Omuhana mutrakona.
I don't make pequeno.
Do feel no almost for me now by me last week when I got Billy Sa 2 bus because no investigation, they realized that they were innocent. They have been in Tago for a very long time. But Aquanas, this money we now pam.
Whoa.
Or John Bay.
Organic.
Into this current IGP and this current IGP, he doesn't leave any stone unturned. Into Yabonabaso, saying now on Jin Tumse or non Yajumano, he believes he's work with the team. Also, if you are a manager and you think that you do everything alone now, your subordinate will sabotage you.
They will sabotage you.
So you could see from day one when President Mahama appointed Yono as IGP, you saw the celebration all over all over. Right now, I'm saying over thousands or so police. Promotion.
Yeah.
Quite apart from that, Mbana or the Umuko or 2-4.
Yeah.
Fee hono. Or sa promotomu. Quite apart from that, the DSP, he used to be ASP, and they're promoted to DSP. Me yourself and the team know so, by all means they promote them because they really
working.
Then apart from that, almost actually another background, the friend Idrisu, also yes, investigation, also no as okay, so maybe Kusasi Mampusi.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, also police in Ibikwa Kamerga and other areas, the kind number, and when the police track him, the kind of weaponry that they got from him, it's not easy. So I can tell you, say, if you commit a crime and think that they know, but nobody sees you, Ubwa, IGP is working. And above all, Anura, they see what Swasko no, Swedru Secondary School.
Yeah, Swedru.
One was saying, and the CID boss, and the police paying for almost storm school no.
Yeah.
You know, or catch a plane, my headmaster say, I don't want to storm here with my men.
But I produce them.
So that is what NDC for said, that's the resetting agenda. Because we now see that confidence. What do you say? We now see that confidence. In fact, these days crowd to drive crowd room crowd police for one at the same mountain and that kind of respect because their leader is working, so you work.
No crepa.
But yes, they say a fish, the tribe pro and every nitrimsu, and so I have my heart out for IGP. In fact, my office is yet to write to pay him a catastrophe. You know, now 24-hour economy is not 24 authority.
Oh yeah.
So as business community, we need to go and pay him a visit.
Sure.
And I appeal to him that we need more security in town, so that at odd hours where they want to build 24-hour market and other things, including what we say. The government should be able to provide security with arm in even our market. Even our current market, see, I just what is a just Wahano, Kenya and Rwanda. I do not know. Soldiers are all over strategic areas to augment what the internal security, the police are doing. To say, market, to say, Abosokan, to say, Okanse, to say, Edum, to say, now, Udu and a soldier for you, and a job. Why will be cramp won't go back? The soldier for our Bianfa. So part of 24-hour economy and reset agenda. This is what we're supposed to, because we see certain adjust to ma on strategic area of business say na nipa trimedi. Until in the night say no need. Now I went to Cambodia and I went to Philippines. They do 24 hours. What they did to augment their work, they have trained private security to say what private security was Ghana no. Then they arm them. And they're working. Who shop crowd, they will search you. Who mall, they will search you. Who search you. Who mall, they will search you. Who more malls. You see, a mall like from here all the way to Accra, where ministers are. Huge malls. So anywhere you are entering, there are 60 cameras. In fact, me can say na me who social media be. I am say Asante region.
Yeah.
Be Chrome be me Chrome di ma film di na ohene bi aba oye guess development chief bi ya mano. Development chief bi ya mano. Na area no osi modern police headquarters.
Yeah.
Or police office. Apart from modern police office, now see we know or cameraizing the whole area. Until first say Dumasua.
Sunyan Dumasua Samna Kana. Nana Giana.
When you walk room no day, when you enter room no day, Bibi Kratu from Grandpa.
Ultimate fa.
Yabehu.
I'm going to be Nasi so that we enter into today's conversation proper. Let's take a listen to this.
Yeah. Say, customs. Actually, tracks bear 17. Omode, Emo, any one. And one a free to go border, Ghana. Now, a basano, Yama public net through the same media anymore. In fact, you better finance minister, ACE bar, say assembly bar, one transfer on what to an among Sonko, Echo, borders, so Echo, near Cosso. No, but 2 years pass. And 1 year, customs for crass or matia among true among interventions. No, a idea Coswa, on one Casancasa customs, and penny for any among it become finance minister at me Aka. Now, I heard the finance minister as Obia on only other idea, yen now at CMC and Otimi 2 and amounts from immediately, and Nunti association for say, see your Bonabasso. Na yes shenu say ni oye ni bia yetanachi na yenimi say with ni oye no ebeboa ma sa smuggling na ekoso no sombe ni nsema okan a ni emi dey ye o mu ni say me nim say customs for kan ono so confirm say customs for eyeden e kan ho na customs for kan ho a omu ni na eye adwuma no na wonu anhu say customs for ene edi say adwap die bone no ono abehwe say you be in PROF wedding. Into yes, but say, Obi a odi say adwuma ni bibia. Finance minister, ebetimi ama emrane ne na edi. Na ensem ni nyina akofare ba ni say, enwuma egu. Oil palm industry em say be bosomi muni. Ya ni mu nyina ahira wo ya. E ma ye ka kire mo say, esa ansɛ foto ɛda yɛnwo ni anwo ayɛyɛ no ɛso wɔ Ghana ha ne yɛmpro nipa close to 1 million in Ghana. Sa yɛpɛsɛ yɛyɛ tax obi a yɛbɛsi yɛtua yɛ tax enti yɛmpɛsɛ yɛbɛbɔ abankro no yɛtua yɛ deɛ enti wobɛkɔ market no na obi nso akɔfa anwana bi nso free Malaysia, Indonesia na ɔde akɔfa kwatikwan through borders ono de ontua tax enti wo de yɛ deɛ no a yɛ company so ɔmo yɛ separate golden drop King's Oil AC market wa mo say yɛ deɛ no boarding enti ma de kura wo dom no kasa sɛ yɛ Ghana for yɛ ma boarding niwa enye yɛ ntia tax a yɛpɛsɛ yɛtua enti na yɛ deɛ no boarding sɛ na nkrɔfo nso bɔkro no ebi ne o martin eti saa niema no na yɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ yɛtu ho anamɔ sonko anamɔ sonko ni bi ne sɛ tax a aban gigi no yɛnim sɛ ɔwɔ system bi ɔde gigi yɛmpɛsɛ obia a wode anwa eba no ɔmo international price yɛnim no $1,000 ɔmo benchmarking into $1,000 ano ma obia ntimi avoid the tax because yɛ ton in $1,000 equivalent to CD into ɔmo benchmarking sa
abusha for guta empenyifo and artist one more kasado but say no ekomo na aba beto dwa no nkomo a ehu hia Ghana for ye pa because eto ene yedi siesie Ghana but obehu say edwadifo ne bi wo ho a krania ma no di ba oman mu ha na omafa kwati kwan so e de wia eye oman no eye tax no na omo evedi encheri bia na yenya nentie se eye trucks mako 18 loaded with oil evedi eye tax costing the nation of about 82 million Ghana cedis. Asem we see here no eye the Minister for Finance Dr. Kazel Atufosen di customs for hu ya pa ya man panyin a ya nyina ya hye na ase His Excellency the President John Mahama adi betu dwa se sa de we a e course no enya de pa ono so ne bufu ye pa now we'd want to ask this afternoon say wo kra niema na wo de ba eye omemu ha niema no wo de fa port anase ye borders na ye bisa say what are the processes are ubetimi di uniema no afem say de be ya Ghana your tax net no ebe capture again. What does a year 1 year evade tax no so no e kwan ben so na wo mo de efa so a wo metimi ball mine no kro no sa weni nkomo na wie ye bedi ato yensa frɛ the executive secretary for the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana or Shanghai, what in Canada, Ura Samson, a wing of it. What can I say? But before then, no, of Ado, of WAF Agrochemicals, Fetchman, and of course in Ghana as a whole, you've just told me you are listening to the show. Of Ado, Bibiano, Yama Kwaba, Eba a year and crying from Fetchman of Ado. We want to say we celebrate you this afternoon live here on For God and Country. Our SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. I ring of it, that is saying. What's it? I adum. I adum.
Adum to yet, Anna.
I adum nuntin yet, yes. So what I say? It is by the grace of God that we live.
Absolutely.
Yes. But you look too good, eh?
I'm a young man.
You are a young man. Oh, but you are past 50 years.
I've been doing 50 years.
Sir. But you look more than 50.
Yeah, rollers in color.
Rollers babies.
Yeah, rollers. 1979.
1979.
Yeah, rollers babies.
Okay, that's fine. So
but
good
me who ye. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, good to have you, on the show once again.
Thank you.
But what is true? Sir, Mimi ye importer.
Yes.
Na me kraniema ba Ghana. Na me yi me niema na fa eye tema. Haboa. Ekwan ben so na niema no e wo se me defa.
Okay, me das. Me chair as SOMPA hefo. More bigger listeners.
Sir.
More fans
Your fans wow.
Fans
Good.
Na obi a ohwe mo TV show and na
Facebook. Yeah.
And name program because of presidency.
All right.
Now, Omampany Osia, what we call the captains of the industry.
The captains of the industry.
From the private sector.
Okay.
Metimaka say, over 2020, 2018, all the way to 2024. Obia no ojina na isu ekasama dwedufo about the previous government without fear or favor, to the extent say he was labeled say me boa NDC na nye dwedufo me asake. Number 2 2024 election, me a sitting national PNC chairman. I led my party to declare for John Mahama.
All right.
Me kaza se omo amuti Jubilee House no muti pa. And omo amuti monitor we are no report no mun kachon. Could you believe say yeah invitation na every Jubilee House ekoma companies CEOs directors of companies. Now yeah me amuti as executive secretary no. You am fight invitation by me.
Why? You were not invited?
No.
Reason being, have you found out?
I have. I was so shocked and sad.
You were so shocked and sad.
And sad because, in fact, just Friday, right? We spent our whole day at B5, where Omampi buy. After that, many Omampi wanted to Kasaye.
All right.
Besides that, many trade minister. Your pony now, many trade minister, Omampi Dika Koye. After your runs,
trade minister Elizabeth Ofoso.
Yes, Mekono, many Bapa, many Kasaye.
Okay.
Among can say, oh, program be way about on Monday, even at the presidency. Are you aware? Minim say also a rufia minim. But I tried to cross check at Minister of Trade.
Okay, that's fine.
And the Minister of Trade, Mr. Ado, then Kasanoka Yaman.
Or flimsy excuse.
My Dika Fred Standogwe to find out that.
All right.
Munifa invitation comma. Captains of industries now important association. Man for Yashi. Me friend after on fana me friend the chief protocol officer, that is Ambassador Akins.
Okay.
And also on family call. Now me friend per se. I will send them a message.
Okay, so
and I've asked my office to prepare a statement for me to issue.
Okay.
Because first year There was a meeting like that at Jubilee House.
All right.
And I thought because it was first year, the rush. But having no, look, Minister of Trade, Okwa be your person in Kojano. Okwa Makasemume was okay. Me support no everywhere. So for such a thing to happen, say the captains of industries. Now me amitiana, ya me Gutta for no free. That be Gutta. That doesn't mean Gutta doesn't represent all of us. I had a voice where we're Gutta.
But no, let me get something clear. If you tell me that, so you don't fall under Gutta, is that right?
No, I am an industry person.
You are an industry person.
I'm a maritime person. I deal with maritime issues. I deal with issues at the port. If my your head scanning and your port near Baba head scanner. It is a more letter more for invitation come Gutta. Find Gutta invitation.
But
for not sending invitation to Import and Export Association of Ghana, I am so disturbed.
But
Obibaka say now one mama they more free and now one abandon say support. But how come? How could who send those invitations out?
But don't you think that
fake Federation of Ghanaian Exporters AGI? But
don't you think that your association is a subset of the bigger picture of Gutta?
No, I don't report to Gutta. No. I deal with, you see, that's why I don't see when there's abaye, when there's outbreak of fire, when there's stores issues. That's why I don't come. That's traders, Ghana Union of Traders. That's their issues. Anything that happens at maritime issues. So sometimes even speaking on maritime issues at the port, fees and charges. That is my area. I did port and shipping administration.
Okay, so
I'm a maritime person. I don't know.
You talk to them via SOMPA. Tell them, you can ask them a question why you were left out. Talk to them.
So that's why I said I am so shocked that whoever send the invitations and think that if you send invitation to Gutta, that is it. They are laughing at the wrong side of their mouth.
They are laughing at the wrong side of their mouth. But that statement you have just made, yes, laughing at the wrong side of their mouth, don't you think it's a threat?
No, it's not a threat because, you see, you have to value the relationship. When it was tough, the people who came out to talk, that business community was suffering. The previous government was nothing to grab home about. Where were those people? Today they are the people that President is meeting captains of industry, they invite them. I'm not saying they shouldn't invite them. They can invite them, but don't target thing that Gutta.
But when
I don't report to Gutta.
So wait, when you go for such meetings, do you have some benefits?
Oh, you are asking whether if you go for such meetings, you have
is there some benefits?
It's a high level meeting, converged by captains of industry. Me call a pass one business. The biggest importer of these sliding glasses.
All right.
And so, when he heard I was there to see him, he ran. I said he's in the meeting. He said, Mr. Sake, yesterday meet you. Papa. Look, and that is where all the captains of industry comes, and they will feel the impact. The work that you do, it has to reflect to the national level. Don't you think so?
Okay, so the benefit is the kind of recognition that you'll be given, and that is what you've not had. That's your bane.
Then, of course, there are certain CEOs of multinational companies that you've been working for. You've not even seen them. Only they are small officers. You will network with them.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It opened up recognition.
That's fine.
And the president know when he was campaigning and came to Habo, who spoke to him about the port issues when they came. Before election, Google it, you see it on the when you meet the maritime trade people.
So you feel that,
and the president know when last Friday when I was at B5 and they introduced me Important Export Association Executive Secretary, president himself tried to see where I was sitting and waved me.
Wow! And
I waved him, and Minister of Trade even spoke with him about me. And when we closed, Minister of Trade even called me and said, when they introduced me, did I say that he was having chat with the president? He said he was talking to the president about the good work I'm doing. So, because I've been supporting the government. So since they came, that was why yesterday.
So question I want to ask is that maybe, I don't know, if the invitation was not given to you.
Invitation sent to associations. And I'm saying, Important Export Association.
You were not invited.
Was left out. I get cross-check with my colleagues from TAC. Traders Advocacy, they were left out. I get cross-check with Food and Beverage Association, they were left out.
And you feel it is deliberate?
They think that if they invite Gutta, that's all.
But it was not deliberate.
I don't report to Gutta, my brother.
Was it deliberate?
Whoever did that should be answering that. And we will file a letter to the presidency. And I saw him the presidency, he will be shocked that Asake wasn't in such a meeting. He will be shocked. I know he's the president, he won't be happy to. And
so you feel that there's somebody at the trade ministry who is trying to
I won't blame
sabotage your efforts.
Earlier I knew that trade minister triggered the meeting, but my investigation shows that invitation sent out from the presidency.
All right. Invitations, they were sent from the presidency.
Was sent from the presidency.
So I believe that it could be an omission.
Well, let's accept it. It's an assumption. But I think that if the president is thinking about people who are supporting them in the economic development in issues related to trade, international trade, he knows that let's speak to Asake. And that is why when they were forming the export isolated committee, they appointed me into that committee.
All right, so thank you so much. So
now,
yeah,
let's come to the issue, the question that you asked me.
Sure.
One, I'm going to take it from, I don't know the one that was speaking. You said Gutta, but I don't know him. I've never met him before.
Yeah.
So I believe he's not Gutta. However, be as it may, I'm going to speak as professional.
Okay, speak as professional. All right, that's fine.
Not with emotions. The Minister of Finance, from the investigation I have carried out, was completely misled.
The finance minister was completely misled?
Completely misled. Because...
How?
Good. That's how is the question that some of the issues I have to explain in English.
Sure.
Because
that's fine.
No,
you're free. You're free to go.
Good. Now, why did I say the minister was completely misled? It was misled in the sense that...
All right.
And this cargo was destined to Niger. So if the cargo is going to Niger, we need to have what we call transit permit or authorization.
Okay.
To be authorized. Those things come from custom. Now, however, when the cargo could leave Togo to Benin to Niger, cargo could leave Togo to Ghana to Niger.
All right.
Depending on where the importer himself want the route to go through.
Good.
What the officers were supposed to do, were supposed to look at the bill of lading, the master's bill of lading, that the shipping manifest or whatever. Look at this and look at the container number. Look at the container seal number. And also look at, that is where they will take they will not give them the, what do you call it? The tracking device to be affixed to it. So what we do is that the custom officers are to do external examination. So they don't do internal examination because it's on transit cargo.
All right.
That means it's not going to be consumed here. Now, the arrest that was done yesterday, they didn't say there are infractions. What I see in lawfully there was there were some infractions. The infractions is that the custom officer who work on them at the account there and give them the authority to leave should have checked whether does the importer been authorized to send this cargo on transit. What are the items in it? If he was having invoices, he must ask for the transit document, or he must see to it that the original bill of lading, the packaging, the things that they describe, and check on, because some agent have sent the shipping instructions, okay, to the declarant instructions into the ICOMS. So when you see it, you go, you look at the documents, you look at the master bill that brought the cargo from Europe to Togo port before they clear, to know what exactly it was. Then see whether the values that they gave you, does it actually consummate with what you are seeing, or if no, you ask questions. So what you can do, as the 18 containers, government of Ghana can only do reassessment and then when you do the reassessment, that means they increase the values. If they were misdescription and the HS code 2 was wrongly used, some of them you can modify, some of them you cannot just modify. But when you do the fiscal examination, when they do the reassessment, then what you do is that they can only lift the bond because the goods is going on transit under bond. What it means is that if the goods doesn't end up going to where it's supposed to go, then Ghana government, that means, and you deny Ghana government because it's not dutable collected, they can only pay the needful fees, mandatory fees and charges. Then they will go. The duty will be collected in Niger authorities. But in case they go and they divert the cargo, then that is why the bond will be increased. So the one that they value earlier as 2 million, maybe you value up to maybe 20 million or 30 million, so that they will pay for the bond. So that in case there's diversion, government of Ghana will go and hold insurance company and take the money. That wasn't it. They said it was diverted. When you say that cargo going on transit is diverted, until you see to it that, oh, they are going to they are passing through Tema, they are going to go to Kumasi, they are going to go to Techima, but you find them somewhere maybe in Takoradi, or you find it somewhere maybe in Sunyani. They are not using the route because the custom officer who declared them at Kano should have authorized and give them the route they're supposed to go through. So if they see that the cargo is not going through that route and that it's using different route, then when you get there, you must see to it that the tracker has been taken off, cargo has been open, they are discharging cargo where it ought not to be. But even if there's a fault in the car and they want to even change to another vehicle, they have to write to custom, to inform custom that on our way, we have this technical issue, we have to get another truck to offload. So officers from the Ghana Revenue Authority, for them, the custom officers, would have gone there in person to see to it that the cargo is transferred, sealed as it's supposed to be sealed, then they leave. But the cargo were all on track on their route. Cars capacities are not the same, so they cannot don't expect that they will speed the same. Have a fiscal escort, a custom officer to escort them because they are going on transit. In the previous years, yes, we used to have fiscal escort, but what happened? Most of the fiscal escort, we saw that there were some accidents that lead to loss of lives of custom officers. Some have been fiscally permanently disabled.
But you and I know that that is mandatory.
I'm giving you this. I am a maritime person. I'm taking you through. So take your time.
I'm listening.
So then fiscal escort was replaced by the electronic tracking. And all the 18 tracks that were going, there was no report that suggests that a tracker seal was broken or there was tempered of it. They were actually on the road that they're supposed to come through. But however, custom will tell you if the goods is highly risk, they need an officer. So what they will do is that they would only deal with the custom officer who knows that this cargo was highly risk. They needed to give them human escort, yet he signed for them to go on the tracking. That's the only way you can deal with a custom officer. Why don't you attach? Yes, this is a high risk cargo. Why didn't you attach fiscal escort as well? It's not all the time they will give fiscal escort, but if the goods is highly risk goods, then of course they will give
the fiscal escort, the mandatory.
So you can deal with the officer for not giving fiscal escort. You can deal with the officer for not checking the master bill to see what document were they carrying. Do they have, was the cargo really authorized to go on transit? Did the person have that authoritative document from your superiors and you work on it and clear them to go? That's the way they can deal with the officer. Apart from that, once there was no any diversion and they were on their road, if Ghana government take them to court, they will lose. And Ghana government cannot confiscate, read my lips, Ghana government cannot confiscate the cargo. They cannot auction the cargo as Minister of Finance, PRO came out with a statement and what would they do? They completely did not help the minister at all.
Okay, so you wait. I've also done some checks over here. I understand that all the 18 trucks were electronically gated out of the custom system.
Yeah, because someone.
So wait.
Okay.
Suggesting insider knowledge and possible manipulation of Ghana's integrated custom management system to create a paper trail showing the goods had exited legally.
No. So listen, read.
Yes, I'm listening.
The cargo was worked on at Kano, and all the tracks were affixed. When they get the track, there was no track that was diverted to any place until my investigation shows that when they got, I think when they get around Tema, there was another track that got breakdown also. And when they went to do, we have custom, how we call custom control delivery. So custom escort that car. So when it branch, even it trigger on the icons that something fishy was happening. They know. Internally they know about this. So I'm telling you the procedure. So when something happen, we have seasoned officers, we have seasoned freight forwarders. When the minister came first, I went there to greet him. I told him, when he was in opposition, he used to call me. I used to go and meet him. I went there and I told him that, Mr. Minister, I'm here for you. Ask, when this issue came, did he even call me to ask the minister, okay, how about this thing? So that is on the transit. So I'm putting clear. The things that Ghana can hold the importer for and the officer for is, why didn't you check to know and sign it up for them to go? They told you that it is tomatoes, then it was Sisebi. Sisebi is the term, give me the term. It is ingredients. Okay? It is ingredients. And then the oil, the rate that they use wasn't the proper. So they misdescribed, there's misdescription and misclassification. That's the only thing. And I'm saying that misdescription and misclassification will only increase the bond. Because if you are going on transit, you only take a bond to cover the cargo and pay the mandatory fees and charges. That's the only difference. But there was, so far as I'm aware, there was no diversity. And Ghana government cannot. You can say that way, and you can now tell your officer that look, if cargo is going on transit, you have to look at this. You have to look at this. Yes, the agent may connive with the importer, so that when if the thing is what do you call it? Maybe it's mackerel, and they say it is sardine or whatever. That's misdescription. And misclassification is when they sent the declaration to custom, the officer who work on it also use the wrong HS code. And that is where Ghana may lose not in terms of dutable, but in terms of the insurance bond that you have paid.
But you don't think that issues of misdescription and what you had alluded to earlier on can be things that maybe because they want to do some kind of.
So the custom officer there at Kano didn't do due diligence job. That's all.
So that's what I want to find out from
and
you.
I told you.
Wait. You are saying that the custom officer didn't do due diligence.
So they can hold the custom officer for not doing due diligence, procedural.
And you don't think that what the custom officer did over there was intentional, so as to evade some taxes?
That's why I gave you. I think my time to explain the issues.
Yeah.
If the cargo arrived there, it's not like Medinamana Batema Port or Golden Jubilee. You do her, you may be a container, you never need Pieba. No, every name be I say, never will, what you say. On transit cargo, they do external inspection. That's what customs supposed to do. So what they supposed to look for? If someone come with truck and says on transit, you ask of the original bill of lading. In fact, you may even ask for the shipping manifest. The original bill of lading will give you the packaging and the description of whatever. When they come to the port there at Togo, somebody sent, the agent sent the declaration. What they say, if you were supposed to be drink, they say is water. Then the one who work on it use instead of agent's code for drink, they use HS code and say it's water. That's why we call it misdescription and misclassification.
Okay.
So they reassess. So what they can do is to when they detect, and then they on the original bill of lading will show the seal did not temper at the Togo port inside. Will show that this is the seal that came with the cargo from Europe to Togo port to our border. But if they check and the seal number on the container is different, if they check and the container number they are seeing is different, meaning something
something might have happened.
Something might have happened. So as an intelligent officer, you will say, look at the original bill of lading. The seal number is different from what I'm seeing on this container. The container number that it came from high seas is not the same container number I'm seeing. Then he will use the driver name and the driver telephone number to do the work. There's certain things. So and I'm saying that is a procedural error. So what government of Ghana can do on this 18th class is to reassess, and when they reassess, what we will collect lawfully is the bond that they have paid. We will only top up, and they will have to top up. Then, if the mandatory fees they're supposed to pay is what they will pay, but you cannot confiscate the goods.
But why do you say that they would have to top up?
Because it is reassessed. That means the officer who did the job earlier did not do due diligence. And so that officer can be recalled to head office. That officer can be interdicted for not doing due diligence. Because these are the things he was supposed to look up. He's not supposed to look at only the invoice they are carrying, because the invoice they are carrying can mislead. So if you are not sure, just ask for the simple manifest or ask for the original bill of lading. Then you go, first thing you see, that's what I told you, is an external examination, not internal examination. So you go to the container, you look at what is on the original bill of lading. You look at the container, the container number. Does it correspond? You look at the seal. That as it came, did they tamper with it? Did they change a container? Is it the seal number that came with this thing? These are the things that you look.
As an officer.
As an officer. Then you know whether have you been authorized to go with this cargo on transit? If no, you have to skin out your people. Oh, it's a high risk value.
So let me find out. Can it also happen that such officers can be bribed for them to overlook such?
I don't want to veer off the conversation to that.
No, can it happen?
I don't want to veer off. I'm saying what a uniformed person should have done as a custom person who's sworn the oath to protect Ghana and to work for Ghana. These are the things. So in this regard, you and I can agree that definitely the custom officer have taken something. I hope you are getting the comment.
Because if you know that these are the kind of checks you are supposed to do, and you overlook it, then you are overlooking it for maybe something.
Exactly. So we can say this. But but to say it was diversion. You know, the question is they have diverted it, and government of Ghana will have lost about 80 something. In fact, if I put my lens into it, the assessment, my intelligence that picked. They said it will not reach 82 million. It won't even reach. It won't hit 30 million.
I was just about asking you.
I won't tell you what my intelligence gave me, but they said it won't even reach it to this one exaggeration.
The number that was given out was exaggerated.
I said, you see,
the figure was exaggerated.
When I do my job, because you see, 11 years, nobody comes to challenge me to say what you said is wrong. As I speak with you here, but now there are professional, seasoned custom officers, government officers, they are listening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I told her, you see, this even I'm sure they pick intelligence that this particular importer is a high risk importer.
It's a high risk. I don't understand. High risk importer.
See,
what does that mean?
You see, in America and the UK and other area, you may be doing cocaine business. They will sometimes they will let you pass. They will let you pass. They will because they really want to get you right on point, so that you can say. What you say? So I'm sorry, the pick intelligence. That is what he has been doing. Take the cargo, then he divert the cargo. come back and sell, and we are not getting the duty. So the sovereigns should have waited. The sovereigns should have waited, and I told the procedure how, if you said this, they divert till the truck taken somewhere that it ought not to go there. Like I said, as it was going through to Tamale, to Paga, to exit. Then you see the truck in Tuyani. Then you get there, then they actually opened it. They broken the seal, opened the container and discharging. And I told you that if you are going on transit and there's a problem with the vehicle that is carrying the transit cargo, first thing is to notify custom.
Sure.
That we are on our road, but our routes, and this is our challenge. We want to transfer. So they will come because they know that you have not paid any duty for the goods. So they will come to make sure that the transfer is done, to seal, everybody sign in.
So with this particular story that broke out 2 days ago, we are told that 6 of the trucks were missing.
I said no truck is missing. Read my lips. No truck is missing.
How do you know?
Somewhere at Kano. Oh.
I'm asking you, how do you know?
I'm a maritime person.
No, you are.
Except the truck that I told you that when it happened like that, the truck, one of the truck around Doya coming to Tema broke down, and custom delivery discovery, and that truck was redirected to go to transit because of the car has a problem. That is the only truck that. But that one was, and at the time they said they arrested. But that one was, and at the time they said they arrested them.
So you want to say that it was on the basis of what you had come out with through your investigation that you are saying that the finance minister was misinformed.
One, the cargo coming through Ghana to go to Niger, they did not break any law.
They did not break any law, okay.
Because we are also, that transit regime, Ghana is part.
Okay.
The question was, but if you are clearing the cargo from Togo, and you say you are taking it to Niger, why didn't you just go through Benin, which is sorted to Niger? Why do you want to come through Ghana? And with even this IC, so maybe you have motive. So the motive, they should have waited and execute the motive.
They rushed.
And now we can't win the case. I can tell you they will eat their humble pie.
Government will eat their humble pie.
They cannot, because though there was no crime committed, so they cannot confiscate the cargo. Read my lips. They cannot confiscate the cargo. If the government go to court, they will lose. Because there are procedure, there are legal regime that you have to. And I told you the only thing, the cargo was coming through Togo, from Togo to Ghana. From Togo to Ghana. We realized that this cargo, they didn't assess, we want reassessment, then that can be done. Sure. And when they reassess, they would have said, no, they should collect this as our mandatory fees. That is what we can do. We will be entitled to. Then they will not deal with the officer in-house. If there's goods for transit, what are the requirements one will have to have for you as an officer, senior officer, to see and allow? Then you check the original bill of lading, the container number that corresponds with what on the original bill of lading, the seal on it for transit, does it correspond with the seal that it came from, or it was broken and they changed the seal?
So as an officer, those are the things you'd have to look out for.
The BL will tell you the number of package, how the packages were done. Then you now look at the values. So as senior officer, you have known, if you have gone through the system, you know the values. So if they have done some certain so I said it is procedural error. And as senior officers, the senior officer, there will be problem. That one, there will be problem. As well, they collect money and allow it to go, there will be problem. But my telling you here is that, say they are diverting.
They're telling us that there was no diversion. So at what particular point in time?
I wanted to come to Port 2 because I've dealt with this issue already.
No, we want to find out from you.
Okay, go ahead.
When the trucks were en route through Ghana to Niger, at what particular point in time did the custom officials come to the understanding that these trucks were diverted? At what point in time was that information released?
Okay, so
or where did the trucks get to?
So in this regard, I was trying to raise some issue and you crossed me in. I said maybe custom have understudied this customer and know that no, this customer anytime he say he's doing transit using Ghana corridor, he'll end up diverting the cargo. So let's lay surveillance.
Okay.
So the lay surveillance even all year up to Polomakongo or Paga to make sure that where the cargo go. And I say when they say diversion, when they seal
is broken,
and the tracker that was affixed when the custom officer at Kano authorized that it can go, were broken, then
there's diversion.
Something they've attempted. And when they say diversion, I'm coming to Accra. No, I'm coming to SOMPA. I decided to use East Legon Hills. But the route says I have to use motorway all the way to Achimota overhead. Then I come to SOMPA. So if I use, instead of me coming through motorway, and I went and use East Legon Hills, I am diverting. That's not the route I'm supposed to go. The tracker would signal. Because the custom officer at Kano there who discharged them to come have taken each driver name, their contact number, car number, okay, containers numbers, and then say we are fixing you this tracker. If you live here, you are going through Tema, Dowinya, motorway, Achimota, Kumasi, Techima, Tamale, Bolga, Paga route, Nabrungo route to Paga. So if the car runs down Techima and Sunyani, or he's going towards Sampa, then there's
diversion.
To discharge. And the screw still lay ambush till they broke the seal, take off the trackers, discharging the content, then sharp, you arrest them.
And they didn't do that.
Among Russia, among my papa na fan trim the Odi.
Among Russia thing.
And they misled the minister to be shouting.
Oh, I will go
to be shouting. Mrabia you ho, ya do pa mrabia chimu. The only mrabia betimi chimu no. Se see and say, "Oh, officer ni no. Ada na wo hu they are manipulating authority na woman oba. Until they will deal with you. Ada na unu say yes transit cargo. You have to look for A, B, C, D. One here. One here. Now our authorization say omunko. So you can reprimand that officers so they can demote them and now interdict them or whatever the minister want to do, he will do with them. Then we now do reforms. We'll do reforms. Maybe the officer need to be trained again. That let's give them training again. The worst thing we could do with the cargo and give it to the owner is to do reassessment and look at fees and charges mandatory that is supposed to pay that he paid in account to government of Ghana. Does it consummate with what we are seeing now? If there's difference, you will pay. The bond, what was assessed for him to pay there, that they undercut, we will now tell you this is the real cost you're supposed to pay for your bond. That's all. And the containers will go.
All right, so we want to thank you so much.
No, let's go to the port.
No, wait. I'll take you to the port. Oh, but allow me.
Okay. You say you want to thank me. That's
yeah, I just want to thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Yes, there's a similar difference. Goods to consume in Ghana. Goods to be consumed in Ghana. If you arrive at Tema Port, the importer will give his way bills, packing list, bit of lading to his agent. That's the free forwarder. Then the free forwarder will now go on his computer, like you have your laptop. It's a web page. They'll go and create what we call a unique consignment number.
Okay.
That's the unique consignment number is what they will use to do all the processes. Then they will do the entries. So the web bill and the packing list will then give you what is in the container. Then their secretaries will type. It is mobile phones, smartphones. It is water. Maybe we have 10 cartons of water in the container. We have this number of gallons of oil in the container. This is the per liter, 250 or whatever grams, milligrams or whatever you describe. So when they type everything finished, then they will now submit it to the ICOMS, through the ICOMS to custom headquarters, where we call it CTA, your tax component. But that officer at the time who was working on that BOE to come to you, did not actually see the goods. That is why when you now come to Temaport, you go to shipping line, you pay for the handling charges. You go to Gaport to pay for their handling charges. You then say book and they will drop the container. So there is another officer called examination officer. That is not the external examination. The external is done for only transit. Then that will now be internal examination. That is why Obibaka say me content me name na ya be content ya you never need What? So they would have sent the copy of your BOE to the officer. Sometimes they have a tablet. It's on their tablet. So when they you name na pie ba na ohwe na ade no we see computers no okoko who say this big television what is that now officer no achro we say 2,000 pieces but obana 350. Tell your agent and say please declare all my quantities. I don't want any sort collection.
Okay.
But if the values come and it's too high, that will come to import and export and say we'll need you to go to custom. But if you do not, your agent, sometimes the importer too will tell the agent say yeah be mame. Say yeah be mawa. Maybe nipa na oti head of no year or work on. He only see people work. He didn't see fiscal. But the examination officer at the field who will see the real gagani and also close his eyes and collect money from you. That's why when the container is going now. Yes, that's why sometimes the container is going deep on it. Obviously on deep on it. Not yes you corner.
Well, yeah, evidence the with me church mu nyina ama niam bia emu ada ho e dia mind but them pempino agents no and it create problems no pa.
Agent cannot just create problem. Agent will create problem with the knowledge of importer.
Sir,
you were Chinese for me. I take my thing go here. They do something. We go do something. No, even Chinese people want to cheat.
In Ghana,
many of the Lebanese cry almost person see we cheat. So yeah, in India no correct. We are free for that. Importer about how no cash ya we mamia. Cash on to me yet. O come in the children. Now what so called report here. Obama no to me yet. Enter no kahano. Your blacklist agent now, so that on to me you want to be. We have to sanitize the whole place.
But unim say to the abuse ha. Me am here importer na bia me court port or me ni hobby. Me o me agent a friend me say, "Oh, ade na scanner you see na me send scanner na onkutua."
Enti me too move say I have a big platform. We are importer na go fa onyama ba. Every importer knows what is inside his container. But a person here work at or catch agent and say, okay, don't declare all. To say, don't declare all no. Or be call officer maybe. Agent never call officer no. So officer so yeah, very excuse my language, very stupid officer. Also, open schedule say no bottom. Instead of the biggest picture, Ghana development no. When we can say Dabi, you must pay the short landing. Call the short landing. I want to know who children are. I know for us. Yes, it's a short collection. No. But tell the agent, say, please be compliance. Declare, I'm ready to pay. When they raise your value high, we can go to custom. They are human beings.
Okay.
To say, no, these values you give to the person, this is the invoice value.
But in Pempino, agents, you know, so bet me, Aji, who import and is Kebia. And you
say, when we are too busy, say, o agent for say do to naba fasikabra na mentua catch and say mama BOE say agent don't person
all more than BOE number
say agent don't hear o person your wakadre on ba BOE
of BOE number no ma
on fam
na sa BOE number no the man wa wo de be ne
BOE number no won ko school number wo obi wo office cry tap computer omun this guys Google ICOMS Ghana
there's a portion there called a police there called
BOE number.
number.
Enter the number there. All your tax bill will come.
Now who?
Duty. In fact, you can even pay the duty at your bank and tell them, say, my charges, but who charges now? Any port handling charges, any supply handling charges now, me send them out so that you can pay the company. You say, Obi on dinner corner. When you catch a family, BOE number, mama.
On my view, on farm out.
Okay, my idea for free. Give it. Maybe I can take their time.
No, I think for more time.
They are my brothers.
No,
it's an education.
So it's an education. So you know what?
So Obisu or different yeah. Maybe you're a victim there. But my friend, maybe custom. I guess maybe 2-3 minutes. Then I will give to them. Then I'll go.
I will go with. But I think this education we must have it again. This education, I think we must have this education again because. I don't know. We must have this education again because time is fast spent. I only have about 30 minutes for them.
They are my brothers.
Yeah, no, they are brothers, but it's okay. So let me say a big thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you for coming in and to help us, do this education for the benefit of our listeners. I think our listeners will be very, very grateful.
I would them. Maybe I'm sure along the line you may want them people to.
Yeah, so you wait. Now, what follow conversation with? On that issue, and I won't follow it.
Prof,
yeah.
You say the American media, no so na. And you see, I've enjoyed listening to him. Me free and this is what we call a subject matter specialist.
Sure.
Wakasa, like these are things that all kind online I want to ask.
Yeah,
the man is almost on my 85 million. Hey, Ghana man for boy chrono. But you see, when you listen to people like this, or him there, or yeah, Jumano, or some who him there, and I watch a choir, a fast near is in Ebana. It's just insightful to listen. Me personally, I wouldn't have a problem. Say me with time now cannot see only educated. Because you see. Said Wababe Kano has said there's a different narrative out there. Amount for Sabia or my Ghana baby some 85 million cities be at the about mine home. But say I say we call quarter the work and I say I buy any differ. The company involved can also counter suit.
Exactly.
Sue Ghana. Now more delay more good you must say why you say and your Muslim to come and also causing financial loss to the state.
Yeah, sure.
And so I think for me coming and sitting here to listen to him, and it's just a nice experience listening to him.
All right, so I will go with let me. But no, I just want to ask this question before you. Perhaps you have told us you are going to be here, but I just want to ask this.
I was
question.
going to
because
I was going to Accra FM, but
so you wait. So you know what? Out of the 18 tracks, I want you to take a listen to this.
Yes.
Only 12 were physically intercepted at the time along the Winya Tema route. And again, there is another issue here that says that it is always mandatory for a custom officer to serve as an escort on these travels. So
I told you if the cargo is highly high risk.
That is where you have a mandate. But this particular cargo,
we brought in the tracking devices to replace because of the experience custom had when their officials had accident and some were amputated, some even lost their life as a result of Now, my catcher said the tracks up to date. GRA Minister of Finance, they can't talk about it. The tracks are intact. I can tell you the tracks are intact. They have seen them somewhere at the Kano, somewhere on the way, somewhere even So all the 18 tracks, no track was diverted except when custom wanted to do that. Custom will call the delivery recover and divert because the track had an issue and they have to divert. And I'm saying that I'm not faulting them for the work that they did, but they didn't take their time.
They should have allowed the truck to berth at
person
intended
you pick
designation.
Intelligence about such a person, such an importer, maybe that is character and whatever. So you should wait till he commit the crime. Because technically, what are you going to do? And I'm saying that the only thing Ghana government can do is reassessment, which has been done already.
Okay.
The bond will increase. Yes, the bond will increase. The person will pay. The mandatory fees and charges he's supposed to pay. If he had paid less, the difference he will have to pay. Then take his cargo. You can't take it. Government of Ghana cannot take it.
So there's something
the
also.
The only thing he can do is to deal with the officer negligence, or if he has collected money and do not check things that he's supposed to check, that officer can be dealt with.
I understand, but how do you rate a cargo to be a high-risk cargo?
Okay, so cooking oil and other things hardly demand, and there's money. It's money.
So it was a high-risk cargo.
So if you divert it, no, they will buy.
So I'm asking, it was it was a high-risk cargo.
While the officer didn't give fiscal escort to come, I mean, he didn't consider it to be high-risk cargo.
No. So who
what is no? You're asking me.
No, I'm asking, who makes that determination?
The officer. They know at what time, at what cargo that probably need fiscal escort. I'm sure he was so satisfied with the tracking device system. It's very robust.
That's your thinking.
That's my thinking. But when they grill him, he will tell them why.
It's very, very, very interesting because
the officer has caused mess. He has caused problem for all of them at Kano there. To be honest, I'm sorry, they will probably recall them because they didn't do due diligence. My intelligence tells me that the person didn't even have authorized document. He has applied and they didn't give it to him. My intelligence tells me that they were not carrying any transit document. They were carrying just an invoice.
They were carrying just an invoice.
Just an invoice.
That's what your intelligence.
That's what my intelligence tells me.
And what again?
So that's where the officers should have set up. To say no, I cannot clear you to go on transit with only invoice. I need the shipping manifesto. I need the original bit of lading.
Okay.
Then in the original bit of lading, we have told you the first thing you look is you can't open the container and bring the goods out. So first thing you look is container number, original bit of lading. That's it. Seal number to the container. That lock the container.
Sure.
Seal number, original bit of lading. There's problem.
There's a problem.
Container number. There's problem. So he didn't do that.
All right, some of these officers. So in this case, can we sum up by saying that he had, or his palm was greased? That was the reason why he.
Go and ask his boss. Don't ask me that question.
I didn't go with.
I think for sorry, I may be rude to him, but I have to give him that answer. I think for sorry.
No, I didn't. Why?
But I can't person push me.
Oh no, maybe push you, but the
it's savings to importers. This government came in no time. They abolished e-levy, and those of us who go around buy goods and they are traveling. Sometimes the e-levy was not just for Mumbo transfer, electronic transfer to bank to bank. So they were charging.
I know.
So if you are paying duty of 3 million Ghana cedis, 2 million, 1 million Ghana cedis, they will charge you. Them. So and then from the port to now, custom is not even using 2024 January, February, March. When they came, custom were using 13 cedis in calculating the duty. And when the budget came and they brought it down to 10.2, it was 10.2 all the way to August. That was where the dollar picked up again. And we raised alarm. And the Bank of Ghana and the Gold Board brought the dollar again. Then it's stable. As we speak, dollar is not even up to 13 cedis.
Yeah.
A whole year, 1 year, 2 months, it's not up to 13 cedis. It's not up to 12 cedis itself. And custom is not even using 12 cedis in calculating duty at the port. So if they have done all this for us, why are you trying to beat this thing? So I was angry and said, no, that kind of importer we should not entertain such an importer. But I want importer who really declare and say, this is my value. My value, I bought this $10. And customer will say, no, we are assessing you on $20. That I will go with them to go and meet the community.
So you know this particular importer?
I don't know him. I never met him. I don't know him.
But you've heard his name before?
This morning when I was talking to NIT FM and they mention his name. So Muslim name, I mean, Mankai Krambo.
Mankai.
Meaning no. Or Nimida, on Siameda.
Or Ghana ni.
Dino mo boy no, me yes, but a Muslim name do. I don't know what I say Ghana on your Ghana, but the truth of the matter is, you see, let me state here emphatically. In the port there, nothing can be lost. If cargo can, before it's get like airport aviation. When the plane is coming, they send air manifest. The air manifest will even tell the aviation authorities that
the number of passengers on board,
and then the things that they are bringing.
Sure.
Then they prepare the logistics waiting to discharge if it lands. Same thing, the ship will change 72 hours before the dock. They will send the shipping manifest. It will go to ICOMS, through ICOMS to custom. You pass a BOE. That was why, you know, John, when my brother John Janapo came, he raised the issue that, some 3,000 containers got missing in the port.
I remember that story.
Don't know that at that time, even 10,000 containers were there. But you see, you have to look at the contractual terms. The contractual terms. The buyer and the supplier. What are the Incoterms? Did they say, okay, one, Asake is given the contract by ECG to supply meters, isn't it? Did ECG advance me money? Did they give me advance payment? Pre-finance, we call it pre-finance, did they? No. So if my car, and then what the contract says, from my country to the airport. So when it gets to the airport, and you haven't paid it, and you are not showing any sign of, and I get a bigger buyer, the goods is still in my name. I still have the authority. I can sell it. Huh? Who tell me? Who tell me? Prof.
I'm listening.
So you can sell it. You can sell it because the goods is still in the owner of the importer, not in you. Because you contacted me, all right, but you didn't give me any pre-finance. You didn't give me any penny. Bring the Incoterm didn't say that when I bring the container, I must clear to your warehouse, ECG warehouse. So from my warehouse to the port, the contract end. If you haven't paid me and clear, and I get a third party who will give me higher value, I'll give to the person because it's still in my name. Trust me, you will not see this ECG issue go anywhere. And you will not see this issue that Minister is raising go anywhere.
The current issue, it will not go anywhere. It will not fly.
It won't fly.
But if you are telling me it's not going to fly, at the end of the day, Ghana will still get something.
What are you going to get?
But you are telling me that you have to...
They would have waited for the person to commit the crime, then you confiscate and auction to Ghana government.
But reassessment will be done.
And I said the reassessment is get to increase the bond, that's all.
And if the bond is increased, it means that Ghana is going to get something.
If the goods exit, the money is with the insurance, not the Ghana government. It cannot go to consolidated account. But if they auction it, the money will go to consolidated account.
Okay.
If what they do, the insurance will be rich. But I'm happy. The insurance is Ghanaian insurance. I'm told it will be SIC. I'm happy because it still be in Ghana. We didn't do, but not the actual 85 million. If we were to call it 85 to 82 million or whatever.
Let's wait and see how it pans out. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming.
So next time, if issues of that come, let me advise that they should take time and pick technical people, seasoned officers, wherever sector you are. There were people there before you. When this issue comes, how do you treat it? How do you handle it? Speak to people like, I think Ato Foster has my number. He should have called me.
It's your personal friend.
He should have called Asake, what is it? I told you, Asake, what is it? How do we treat this? When these issues come, what are they thinking? We would have advised. I would have also talked to this freight forwarder to get the bottom of the issue before you can make. Let your deputy come and bump and you come and do damage control, and not yourself. It's not a good thing. He has an image and he has to protect that image. So they are misleading him, and I don't want them to mislead him. I like him. He's a good man.
Thank you so muI'm brother. But I want you to stay. Ima, and I want to thank you so much because issue in the buy, just as you said. And then I'm from we are watching cars be 85 million. Ghana for a boss says custom for the Mukuyan Pow, Sky say, and I'm for. But we're walking here through the process. What my say, and I believe, sir, in some of our culture and it's here for equally, I've also understood him. But he makes the point, sir, Ghana, Sadi Wazy, Maria Hute Enfrim, Ima.
Prof, who say what?
said while walking through events, they said he see from his intel. Now we are this sound come on the back say his intel is it. Say what the case called court, especially when it's a murder case. You hear near mamiensa, you hear motive, you hear opportunity, you hear competence. Now, electronic but now when it comes to competence, was almost 2 or more said and say, Ube dear or diverted in an hour. Now, oh, yes, surveillance. No, dear, no monitor, no monitor. Now, what can I could see the final place where the opening up will be.
I don't know. I won't go with it.
So that you get the person in the action. Now, when you get the person in the action, 2 things happen. Said you can ube to be na confiscate now our auction government. Now we are a best side am when a deeper understanding of that criminal network.
Sure.
Because TBA called the cause some drop off. And think training man the call drop off on you realize the network who and who are involved and who those who are buying.
Can get them to.
If they say, whether they had the motivation, they had the opportunity to divert. Because
there was no diversion. Yeah, because Niamano said baby free bano. Almost intercepting Niamano Doenya between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Now Doenya
along the way the corridor to go to Niger. That is why they are waiting. You have been there, and I tell you need certain evidence as okay, they would have broken the seal, they would have taken off the trigger, and they would have opened the container, they would have been discharging the cargo. Then you have to use that as.
But do you have information on whether or not the seal was tempered? Do you have that information?
So far as my intelligence is giving me. There was no breaking of seal.
There was no breaking of seal.
No.
Okay.
No.
So the seal was not tempered.
Yes.
Tempered with.
So
it was intact.
So far, my intel is giving me there was no breaking. But they said they have. I have not even heard the committee. I want to hear the names of the committee that the minister is sent to. But they give 1 week to be investigated and bring the report. And yesterday something coincidentally happened. They fired the commissioner of custom.
Yeah.
They didn't say they fired him. I didn't see any letters showing that they fired. But
there has been a new appointment.
They've appointed somebody immediately. I don't know what happened about that.
Okay. Anti-Maminti
yeah, Prof. It said that I'm a demand, Sa nema we nyina etoda ye security agencies e was say intelligence ne eye adwuma because you see said na odi cocaine the example no etoda in advanced countries no ye nimade a wode famu but ye behwe wa ma wode akwa could do the end point ne ahwe with distribution networks and so that ye base ye ba be chi adem
ye breaking eye ni nyina syndicate ni nyina
enti say we no krempo say na omo ye diversion you be scan pay, but we will know the network. So which means at the end of the day, there's still some cartel. You will need paboni be on work room higher or more or minor chrono. And I think say the officer in charge and why a great disservice to the country and omunya abotre edi assembly I say I can focus say unya abotre ekum aboa intetia uhunu so no.
All right.
Senka inya abotre maybe we have known more details than we know now.
All right. Mami na say but quickly mami come in nje ima not to say, Kafra Mama Abetana say ache. But I know, sir, you have been following the conversation. Bibia or how person Okakanwana.
Well, the Edikan Meda was na okay, Nkoma missing brother Bedia. I think he's the best person who can do this. But me, my worry is, say, how will just the minister be misled to that magnitude? Because and I catch your attention everywhere. And meeting, I'm just really surprised. I'm imagining, say, the all can be ampa. How do you reconcile? What would be the credibility going forward? Because one more 2 examples say, John Janapo di Bakwe betum. Categorical no say enko babia. Finance minister to the baby betum. Then so enko we chira. China be come back and say I mean, we'll be taken into two, and that is not a good image either. Ye painty. But that notwithstanding, no, any intel on what picking.
Sure.
Maybe the mechanic say there's a room that honestly the intel can be misled. Let's also give that room for instance. Yeah, so
It's granted.
Yeah, so we should once again had the same bar. You back and he could be a chira. When the finance come out now, Anna is always discussing. That notwithstanding, no, ocean in-depth knowledge about in the watch mana, you cannot take anything away from him. And then I think he's the only best man to have given this education.
Prof, granted, but I have done this work over 11 years now.
You have always been saying that.
I've never put out information that has been question my integrity.
No,
Yes.
yeah, allow him.
No, I have an integrity to protect.
Sure.
And I've opened to the two sides. I said, if the person has done A, B, C, D, this is diversion. Officers should have done A, B, C, D, which officer didn't do. And I tell you where we can get the only answer now. The only thing we can get is to reassess and increase the bond. If they have to increase the bond, reassess and see the mandatory charges, because the duty is not fiscally collected in Ghana as we pay duty here. Ghanaian, if the goods were to be sold in Ghanaian market, he was supposed to pay. If we were supposed to pay that 82 million Ghana cedis as duty component, we would pay that in Ghana here and take the cargo out. But because the goods is destined for
on transit
another country, it is not borne by we. They can only pay the mandatory. And if what we collected was low, the assessment will say no. He's supposed to pay maybe 500,000, but he paid only 100,000. You must pay the 300,000 before you go. And I told you that the officers should have looked certain things to see whether have they tempered with it or not from the original port coming, or they didn't temper. And I say seal number, container number, certain things that you have to look, bit of leading to cross check. And I said it is procedural error that probably they've committed. And I said the officer can be interdicted or can be whatever, can be recalled because he didn't do competent job. I've told you, I've opened up transparently.
All right, so you can open me to ask.
Yes, because the intermakers are say, of course, you official letter aba, but yet say the said officer no on you need. I'm appoint you before. So if says anyame way koswa, on what grounds and basis the government will take that step in the first place? Because you be in means say sufficient evidence has been established that will warrant or necessitate see you be the Eddie. So me the America you can and crew. I believe whatever he's saying, no. But in everything, even when you come to the pharmaceutical calculations, no, there's always a margin of error for buffer. You give 5%. Just that a code through SS line because no, we are getting it wrong. So let's still accommodate some 3% chance. We say there can be some element of truth in the matter. So that we can bear, if not.
But I'm saying, a year, I will go with year. Or no, year, or see, asam na abano. The error, one who say, it was asam way mono. A procedural error. So procedural error no so no. Say we your officer now committee, they will take you on. You have to pay for it. I don't think an officer now or port or barrier hono. Yeah, pamono.
But
beyond pamono, my name say pamono ya pamono.
Ah sir.
Or can because there was a change of command at custom. The commissioner is gone and the new commissioner, acting commissioner, was appointed yesterday. So he is saying that maybe perhaps he doesn't know what I do to do.
No, are you referring to that officer?
Yes, that's what it is. But not
the officer,
not the officer. They haven't. I don't think they have done with their investigation yet.
Okay.
But I'm just educating the public. Things that you see, the issue has come, and we have professionals. We need to speak to professionals to speak to the issue. To say, okay, if this didn't happen, how do we do it? At what point can we say it is diverted? That's why I've given education. That they were still on their route. So far as the custom officer there cleared them to go, they were still on their route.
All right.
Well, the point to be established say, your port system now, I think say element of criminality does wo. That is the most important thing. Saying you train you will be ye can be so fatano. I see a man near the port system. Now, even in the budget statement now, at to force and presenting for the year 2026, he made a point say
to bring the AI.
The port system, no near my back room, That's around 200 billion Ghana cedis. But the 80 million tax is around 80 million Ghana cedis. And that goes to, I don't know, any professor, the buyer, actually say, port honey, there's that consistent chronobona the echoes war. So the Abba and say, even say the Oka say, like the minister was misled, no. But we should have to still keep our eye there.
Reforms, yes.
Reforms. And
reforms.
So
I admitted that the whole thing that would tell like, to open our eyes to do reforms and do retraining for the office. Know that if
I think you had said those things earlier.
Yeah. So the fundamental is important the problem. There are so many leakages, and then I think the evidence is out there. Will be the name, and then will be joining customer and say a year, 2-3 years. Nipa no dying over a year, and now the medical doctor and say bank across 200 cost on to over far cost. Yes, what is the motivation? And so it's a challenge. I say you may need the echo on that the day because Ghana, the corona cost, but then now boils into politicians. Because Obi Huni say the political class is so corrupt. Say me know if I fully do diligence, I'm get tax now. Kobenane de bako de ebako ye niema adi nti me soso me de me je share e wo ha say so yes so a shared crime both NDC MPP must bear it and I didn't know so me can be but once I me a politician there I am part and ne obi akuba bia no obebo say okoye de e na so ko wia no aye no yi but I think say you establishes how niema wrongdoing we nyina na the deterrence should be so scaring krum ha obi ye mistake and also obi ye financial loss to the state or court 7 years some brand nipa kro ne kese
observation away no
yes sa na tie omochi ndis ni na mesfura free so pass yakọ me ko protest me wa metie me ba me na me dem ba
one na don ba
yes nipa no what the person makes does not come any way benefiting me because we deny the state of tax and ke bit my school that e wo me krom in the Savannah region but no. So system has a problem, starting from the head to toe. So the conversation should be that there should be a serious reorientation. People think that it is the grounds for them to milk. Go to the hospitals, go to the pharmacy, FDA, corruption, because who they say, ye tax in the political class now. You be in which way? So who be free about in the next 4 days? No, I sign LPC of $48 million. I could sign a good contract. Youth out there ban 4 years won't clear. Tell me something important. Say that Romania 1 million Ghana cedis. We got plot them Jimmy blocks no so.
Now, Uber now kasa uko FD institutions are okay want some so go corruption. Who know who corruption?
Me. I'm telling you, I'm a student pharmacist. FD they work relations with
report.
I tell you,
be a good citizen. Report.
Oh, relax. You see, in matters of criminality, no, you must have a watertight case. You see, once I did be a friend of common knowledge, strike knowledge.
Sure.
What you will say, yeah, the MCQ 2 on Nimpa say, are there corruption cases going on at the port? Which one will you choose? Over 5 years. But you besides self evidence, maybe a bad day. That is what I'm saying. Because yet me here I draw a back marketing. FDA because we have vetted approve 2 months, 2 weeks time, you're afraid to do the back. That 2 weeks now, do not come market. Do you know the damage it has caused? So what is the due diligence? So you know, it's something that is so worrying. But me now, no, the conversation should not just be situated. We have to have a national reorientation for ourselves. Everybody is part. Go to the hospitals. Feel like need by hospital. Police ni kochi abubo yani. The ordinary be no. It's so disgusting and nauseating. And so if we don't do this ourselves now, yes, so then say quite breach that. The entire breach is so enviable because the systems are working. And they'll be quite just a day 1 million.
What touching me emotions? What am I?
Now you see, Nyankopon Kasafa Jerusalem for no say me a fool Bobby fool because Jeff say me a cocoa fool and I me a blue fool and I me a more fool. My tutu abu a womb, my good suo, my money fertilizer, my money manure, my be beer beya bema adiena son. And so a person ya 70% Christians now 1% Muslim.
That's an answer there obvious.
Anything I say, let's not run from the situation bet in you. Bets in but you see when it comes to emergency situations, someone say nipa o free one no. But yeah, chance to obi be make call. na ka say honorable one from this constituency the nipa na na ban immediately open 5 beds you benya bi
obe attended to the person. As for that one is true.
A man for cash cow e hospital because you know omunim say the all kind of statistics no shortage of beds e hospitals no but it means create artificial shortage so that you have to go back door and pay. Na yes anema we nyina wi a yes heaven bi ohobio like 70% Christian 20% yenya account na say heaven bi o hopa me so me this heaven yen kobi because you see when it comes to it when I used to kai say me yare ye no wa me hwe me da afiase no wa me sa me ekom de me wa mo maduani ani na obusa o say na tam ben e na oba ya manfi wa ka say wanya ma wunua nkuma no the people of no value in quote nipa ohwa nka class no musa de etie no me sha minika ne me taliba ho nti bank ebo mi din say Emmanuel ni we na yes ya nko betwa me prose eno ne hypocrisy na ewe yimu no yam money din say honorable bi nipa yam fa V8 amesi no de empani ho and the most me de me ya say say hospital omko em say 37 ka ho a whole military hospital where discipline should be the core of whatever goes on, as sad as it is.
But Urefi, yeah, former president, when you be baby call, Professor John Evans Atamills.
Yeah.
Oh, Tama wunya crisis, you didn't call 37, then you see.
Prof, basically, you said any official true account. Because per some records impona mini confirmation CCTV impa na wo Flagstaff House no poni etimi producing ye footages of what actually went on.
No, but I'm talking about assembly CIA in the court 37 military hospital no. We were told say na order a particular ward
say omo bodin say assume see na that stretch you so prof. You
but
no, that do so.
How did do hospital?
No, I never say whole event, your political narratives around it. And I'm a young who no cry, it won't be seen. Sebe MC impo, and I'm choosing my words consciously. MC impo efre na you bring better. How much more the president? And so sad narrative because of the politics around it. MPP for the AB, NDC for the AB, basically, you said I need the true account. But the truth is that say MC fre say Asumasi hospital me nipa bi me wo fa ase bi ba mo ma ne beda anhia ye beyi obi afi operation bed so crowd na ba beto so. And so if the right things were done and they knew say it was a president of the state now ubenya say be president iwu na wo na oje ne nkwa ya mo aba so crowd da bia wo de be board them ya ma certificate wa be tra board who I save the president of Ghana. But ni nyina comes down to the fact that ye nipa yesi yesum nyame yesi yesuru nyame nyamisuro adia esu wo mu pa ene se obekire odo ama obi a ontimi emma akire meboa enu nti me mamefa wenye infanto na afemi nduamrem me papa wenya ni ba bi ko abra na ote ase na ogina mu di ni mensem no se woni papa kakra no ye nadmo coordinator na wo positions kakra ni ade se nyame adom na se bronya so a tomo bags be 5 we twa no lonka tetire ne polity mu akokọ ba ko create ba ko kusua anwa na otete ama abusuafo ne se biomo mu ni bi wo we can only help people when we know say they can help us back, and that is not godliness. Enya nyamesom mako mami bi tibia ma wo tie me onim sa asema me kai awo no driver bi tie tro driver bi o elder na o ye dikina na obi mpo ye prayer warrior, but it could do a bra ni pehia moa. Recently, I anticipate one of these hospitals, Obi Koda, wa omukoti 30,000 cedis or so. Later, when they realize that how is scanning, almost we start scanning in dollars. Some, I think I read the news like that. When Ghana ni akwa hutemu a owu no, what na ni business beso. Last week, me
you're professional here. Asemno, it is not always one-sided. A 2 million so who share the arrangement of hospitals now. The hospital arrangement they say, who medical doctor na wo hono, na nurse na wo hono. Say the cofa debt to be a bar. Sometimes they see you no bar no come. To be na the doctor also resist. Hey, yet me frɛ confirm not say, yeah, but the case ba. Ebi a once sunya komase kwan wakakra traffic be bam ti no. O maka say bed wo ho. Wo bedu na say ebi o mapon na say doctor for fra ba. move it to my concern. I don't know aware of the case. It told me some bed inside the ama.
But when you're aware of the case, and you didn't even know hand over and one country.
Yeah, obit my catcher, but what question I will ban? Obisuti, Moses Zongo, Eddie Motor accident, my rational bar. Oba so ade bed. Osu be duru confirm no emergency ward no. We also do any rule no. I am ma like green ward, yellow ward, red ward, baby I am. But then that notwithstanding no. Say nipa no accident cases no. You will never menu me say assessing. The dika no you do a ABC assessment. Airway breathing circulation. That is what the EMT will do. We control bleeding. But only CT scan as X-ray scan or bit my track. I want to say, is there internal bleeding? So into a basana, only ambulance for another EMT phone to me casa say, oh munya battery, bed any ho. Name mum so bit my you troll in our bar. Because the first because any panel lose blood into no electrolyte deficiency at the abaho. Maybe my passing normal cylinder and man the pacrono, much check if there's still some secondary bleeding no more control. That is what the doctor is supposed to do. 2 years I knew we are. No my EM to phone and say this is a crack. Na me say me den.
Menya bed.
Inte no say but even if God forbid nipa no cry free ma, you have done your professional work. But in the case of man we said I tell my producer friend and my friend officer no or headquarters no. 3 different hospitals they all rejected.
3 different hospitals.
Yes.
You now rejected.
They all rejected. I think police rejected, 37 rejected, and they now went back to Kolebu. Rather, yes. That should not be the case because this is accident. And accident I did back on say, "Upe one treat me causes stroke when there's an effect on what called the cervical color." And I said the cervical cord. Whole stroke to me the eba. And the ones nipa nikas are born, you assume that nipa no was high infection, no. And as I if the neutral ambulance we could do not just say you've even worse in the case. Now you're standing up by hospital, then these things are happening. It's highly unfortunate. But no best syndrome now you can. Let me tell you, boy, no can be say. Say minister Mantini, you but I played it twice. Was it in the population of 5,000? You're supposed to have 5 beds in emergency. And I'm saying 5 beds meant to be a bed. Na meant to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I say a 10 represented 1 and maybe an 5. I just don't know that. But tell me, Tina, say padia. And me say the standard must be reviewed. Go to Confanochi. A teaching hospital, a serve about 5-6 regions. Because Bono for Bono East ba, Bono region ba, Afoba, sometimes Savannah, Eba. Utimiko emergency, utimisa atiti. So the question is yes, the doctor and the way on this phone a misconduct one year, but there's a bottom or there's an underpinning problem. What is the problem? The emergency situation in Ghana here is nothing good to write home about. That is the honest truth. I am telling that in the whole Kumasi emergency ward, I've worked there, that one of me service. I can tell no to say, CSC admitted patient about 200 into me. What is the population of the region? A region that's running to millions, 4-something million. Not emergency department.
So for PowerPoint and not so I mean refer to some data there. Now we can just go.
So it's this time around they look, we must speak truth to power. Say the first say Bia more
call with him. Maybe somebody refer to
data. Okay.
Jina. So Usha Ghana Hanumwa. Your bed to patient ratio no is about 1:1,100 patients. But who World Health Organization I recommend it. SARFO, go back please. SARFO, go back please. Debbie. Maybe an hour now. Yeah. So World Health Organization I recommend it 1:500.
Okay.
But Ghana, Ghana there now, 1 bed is to 1,100 patients. And then I just say, Yankasankasaro, your hospitals, you're lucky, you maybe more.
One say, this is to normal. One say, you will stable patients. Patient who are back, or a stable.
But we are talking about the emergency situation.
Emergency, I'm telling you, the number is even more than this.
I think there's something on that. I think I did something on that on emergency.
Yes.
But
so I don't know whether if this is for emergency.
No, this is not for emergency.
This is for the normal one.
For the normal one.
Yes.
But I think there's something on the emergency situation. But I'll fake that thing.
I wish I could get that one. But I'm telling you on authorities there. And it's not. And so we have to review it. And I think the conversation, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama have a conversation around emergency situation. No? Such that even at the polyclinic crime, we can create some room for emergency. So that as and when a Sunyana man in Swatera can accommodate. As and when a Brukuma man trouble can accommodate. So it's a holistic problem. This time around the conversation, I say can you addressing it once and for all. I mean, and I'm a okay.
All right. The critical findings from the 2023 HEFA report. And I'm the general, so I'm the yes idea. Maybe I thought SARFO it talks about the ICU center. But so you see that the ICU bed crisis. 10 of the 16 regions had 0 ICU beds. The entire nation of 30 million people only shared 113 adult ICU and 36 pediatric ICU beds. So that's just a Ghana hankasano. Yeah, what problem? And these are findings I took from the 2023 HEFA report. So you see the problems that we have. And then when you look at the bed situation, bed decommissioning, we have 4,299 beds below the authorized levels nationally. Now, worn-out beds are decommissioned without replacement across the country's facility. And these are reports from the health sector. And then the equipment crisis. Only 4% of emergency facilities had all equipment for airway intervention. Let's look at the blood transfusion gap. It also talks about it. Safe blood transfusion was available at just 15% of emergency facilities nationwide.
Me say, call a renowned
Ghana, you have a problem.
Big problem. Me say, call a renowned teaching hospital at emergency ward. No, you want to be a friend sanctioning machine. And maybe I'm say be a nipa fluid. I want to know to and money to me home ye. Some machine or there a train fluid so that you maintain patent airway. What me call the whole one move 2 pay. 2. I've worked there and I know it. So it's serious. Look,
Ghana, we have a problem.
Once say what be a friend of the Trigen.
Trigen, yeah.
To Traja. Who share nipa no
be a red, be a
yellow and good. Et to me to me Tragen nipa ni to say nipa with your 50 class way. But we corner bed there man to sit chencha no question class for. Yes. Normal accepted conventional.
Ghana. Yeah, what problem?
Especially in the case of emergency accident case, you know, and your friend of road traffic accident. You want to be a friend the GC, the glasoscoma score. To be any pan on your head injury, to be sent say bia your eye. Can you move? Respond or infant be or some panel catch some would do we are no score. The total score near 14. What me score nipa be what me say nipa no 3 pies or call red. Red I am man the chincha still the yellow. So this is the way the question comes in.
But you see, as a opinion for now more cream access to.
So that
is the foreign hospitals.
And the black can't want it. Or she didn't want it. I'm telling you, say me call an office. Because the way a reception and misbehave, no. So I lost my cool. Na menene the so. Actually, no say I me bad na my introduce me. So must I introduce? Must you know my status before you accord me all the needed respect? There's an average. You see, I need the man parties there.
No, but as a opinion for no, I don't. No, there be no. I will go with. Debbie. I will go with.
And they say
you think that you think that our politicians they have failed us as a nation. when it comes to health delivery? Have they failed us?
Well,
have they failed us? Have you people, have you failed the country?
I can't say politicians have failed.
Yes.
But every regime comes with its contribution to the health sector. And I'm happy that this report has come at the right time. That the government is doing, resetting agenda. And indeed, you saw that President...
I would let me cut you short here, but I think callers people want to call in and so you let me pick the calls, okay. Because I just have Hello, good evening. Hello, yeah, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, me ba Joanna me ne kase. Okay, Ajana one, me pacho, I mean biso. Wako hospital am ya catch us and pay ni hoda na.
Ni bi so je ni kase kwa bi je papa. And we call here a quantitative sample, nobody call pathology. There is something we call packing. They will take sample through my use. After they take the sample, they have to pack it so that the blood will not flow. After they take, they say, I have to go buy the package. But everything is in the package. I pay almost $1,000. But here I have to buy packing. After that, we got all rubber in case when the blood is flowing, so maybe the other day, they say,